Hey everybody, I'm Nick Gismondi for NARCh.com. Let's take a look back and see what happened this weekend in the NARCh Regional Weekend Report. This weekend, NARCh rolled into an old favorite, the Silver Creek Sportsplex in San Jose. 48 teams competed through every division, from 6-and-under Cubs all the way up through adults. Here's how the tourney played out. 4 Cub teams entertained with the inevitable combination of cuteness, bloopers, and the unexpected. The Silicon Valley Quakes and NARCh Stars met in the championship, and the game ended in a 4-4 tie. It took overtime to settle, and the NARCh Stars came out on top in their first tournament. In the Atom Division, the Delta River Rats went through the round robin undefeated and beat the NorCal Extreme in the semifinal, and the Silicon Valley Quakes got past Puck Attack in their semi to land in the championship. High scorer of the division for the River Rats, number 99, Jack Wadowski, had a hat trick in the finale, but the River Rats couldn't keep pace with the Quakes in this rematch. Marissa Trevino had a goal and 4 assists in the championship, and Ryan Tuckwood was the recipient of many of those passes as he had 5 goals in the game. Quakes over Rats, 9-5. 7 teams battled it out in the Mike Division. The Silver Championship would match up the newly formed Puck Attack team against the Delta River Rats. Gable Longshore had a championship to remember, tallying 5 goals to help the River Rats take home the title by a final of 5-3. In the Gold Championship, 2 clubs that have been evenly matched for quite some time squared off, the Silicon Valley Quakes and the Mission Revision Mustangs. The Mustangs had a 2-1 lead at half, but the Quakes scored in the second to tie it up. In a game with a lot of action and no lack of crowd noise, in a tight one, 3-2. The Squirt Division was an 8-team field. The Delta River Rats faced the Bauer Ride in the round robin and lost, which dropped them into the silver bracket. They handled the Quakes in the semi and then the Junior Thunder in the championship to win the silver title. In Squirt Gold, it would come down to the Bauer Riot and Extreme Hawks. The Riot were in control from start to finish as number 98, Cody Tenode, had a hat trick, and number 9, Christian Tsai, had 2 goals and 2 assists for 4 points. Riot grabbed the Squirt Gold title by a final of 5-2. 2 teams went undefeated in the Pee Wee Division through round-robin play, the Red Tails and Delta River Rats. The championship was an uphill battle for the Red Tails. Derek Ellingson and Austin Blair were the potent 1-2 punch for the River Rats, as Derek had 3 goals and Austin assisted on every one of them. The River Rats were once again crowned gold, with a win of 4-2. In silver, the Bauer Ride and Mission Rampage did battle for the title. Carly Marquise is one very talented female player, showing that she can not only just hang with the boys, but excel at this level. She had the first and last goal for the Riot as they defeated the Rampage by a final of 4-2. As is often the case, Bantam was the largest division with 9 teams. The NorCal Extreme, Delta River Rats Black, and Silicon Valley Quakes would battle it out in the gold after the split, and it was the Quakes and River Rats advancing to the championship. Like many of the championships on this day, this one was awesome. Once again, regulation would not be enough time to settle it, so we went to overtime and then on to a shootout. Quakes goalie Jack Robinson made some big saves, and the Snipers sniped their way to the goal. In Bantam Silver, the Bauer Riot would match up against the NorCal Elite White. 9s were all over the score sheet as number 99, Johan Sudan, had 4 points in the championship, and so did number 19, Michael Mocrest. Riot over Elite White, 7-4. 6 teams battled it out in midgets. The lower-seeded Mission Revision Mustangs got past Bauer Riot in the silver semifinal, and the Silicon Valley Quakes defeated the Mission Rampage to set up the silver championship. This would be one of the most memorable games of the weekend. With just 1 second left on the clock, Alex Sharon would bring the crowd to their feet with a goal that would tie the game 3-3 and send it to OT. It was Sharon's 3rd goal of the game. Overtime was back and forth with quality chances for both squads. It took a shootout to settle this one, and the Mustangs prevailed, claiming the championship. The 2 teams with a perfect record would meet in the Midget Gold Championship, Alpha Dogs and NorCal Elite Brown. This was a physical matchup with no weak links on either team. We saw 6 different goal scorers in this one. The Elite got to a lot of loose pucks first and seemed to want it a little more. Alpha Dogs had their chances though, as a ring off the post on one end would turn into a goal on the other just 10 seconds later. Elite would win 4-2. The junior men's combo division was a well-balanced contest. The Reno Aces defeated the LA Dragons in the prelims, but could not defeat them twice to make it to the championship. Local grown NCR would face the Dragons in the game that saw the Dragons jump to an early 3-0 lead. In the second half, the Riot scored 3 quick goals in a 106 span to tie it up. Jeremy Hurst had a hat trick, and the Riot pulled it out 6-3. That's going to do it for this weekend's recap. We hope you enjoyed the ride through these 108 games. Stay tuned to NARCh.com for all the latest photos and videos. For the NARCh Regional Weekend Report, I'm Nick Gismondi.